Welcome back to another YouTube video. Hope everybody's healthy and happy as always. That noise you would have heard is the aerial sticking up. We are in a bit of a rush because we're going to Costa, so Grace will probably have a fit. But I thought I'd give you a cold start of this car now that the exhaust is slightly damaged. So if I set you here, like so, give me a second. It definitely sounds cool, but it's definitely too loud. But Grace should be on our way, and then we will be on our way to Costa. I'd actually left the window in this car open all night, which was my mistake. But yeah, I can see Grace. You can't mess her with her red hair. She's in an absolute howler of a mood because she started her cycle. And there is Grump Bump. Hi Grump Bump. Right, ready to go. We'll catch you tomorrow. Well, good news and bad news. This is the last time you will see my car. It's going to be gone on Monday. Well, you'll see it throughout the videos, but this is going to be gone on Monday. It's going to get repaired because I don't know if you can see it now. See if I can crawl under here and show you. That's the cats. And this whole exhaust is disconnected from the cats. So it's going in to get hopefully replaced by the place I brought it from. But I'm at my mum and dad's house just now. My mum's car's there, my car's there, Shane's car's there. The pickup truck's not here, but that's quite a cool lineup. BMW 118i, a LEXUS SC430 convertible, YARIS, Toyota Yaris hybrid cross. It's a cool wee lineup of cars. But we're all heading out open water swimming, so I shall catch you very shortly. But I do have keys for the two cars, the Beamer and the LEXUS. So the LEXUS key is very old looking.
Oh, it's raining. Open your boot.
And the Beamer key
Open your boot.
is very modern looking. But I do prefer my car. But
I think I prefer the
yeah, I do prefer the Beamer key, but the BMW, as you would have seen in a previous video, is a beautiful car. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful car. Very classy, very techy. Really, really cool. But, and I do like the tint on that, but my car, elegant, classy, luxurious, just beautiful, and a lot more power. So stats sake, 1.5 litre unleaded, maybe I should be turbocharged, I don't know. 1.5 litre. My car is a 4.3 litre V8, and this, as far as I'm aware, is a 1.5 litre hybrid. Well, it is a hybrid, but I think it's a 1.5. I'm sure it is actually. So 1.5 Toyota Yaris Cross, 1.5 BMW 118i, 4.3 LEXUS SC430 convertible. Pretty cool. So yeah, quite cool to stand around cars like this, especially with mine being there. My opinion, my car's the prettiest. Shane's key's really cool, but my mum's is really cool. I'll show you that in 2 seconds actually. So I just jumped inside quickly to grab the Toyota key. Now I think the Toyota key is very cool. But if we just take a quick sneak peek into my mum's car, and this is very brand new to my mum. It is a second-hand car, but it's brand new to my mum. But it is lovely. And my mum does sit very close to the steering wheel, but I'm not going to adjust her steering wheel. So when it starts up, oh, do you need to put your foot on the brake? I forget. There you go. It says ready down there in the corner, because that's it in full electric mode. Oh, hello. There we go. Full electric mode. But if you press a button down here, I think it's drive mode, you can somehow force the engine to start. There you go. That's the engine started. So that is a very, 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 very cool car and comfy car. And this also has a very pretty interior. But kind of complicated to get the engine to start because it's a hybrid. That is my mother's key. So, Toyota Yaris cross key. Bear with me. Oh, goodness me. A LEXUS SC430 key. BMW 189 key. Pretty cool if you ask me. Well, we're getting ready to go open water swimming. So it means I get to cold start my car. Well, it's not really cold. But my aerial's going to make a noise. I need to get that fixed as well. Not desperately cold, but still very loud. What do you think of the car? Now that I've had it 2 weeks.
It's nice.
And it's already going in for a major repair.
Go swam.
We are going slamming.
Fish, I like swam.
Grace, I have a hair on my lens, I apologise. Grace is part fish and she's very excited to go slamming, slamming, slamming. You know when it's like breakfast.
Breakfast.
To Grace it's just like slamming.
Slamming.
So we are heading towards Lomond, towards Duck Bay. Who we know, Mr. Colley. We are heading towards there. Not very quickly because this car does slide in the rain. It doesn't like rain, even with traction on. It doesn't like rain, but I'm not going to deny that maybe on a road that I'm not going to disclose, I was doing a little bit of drifting, and it is very fun. But you can't prove that. But it was good. It's really fun. But we're heading there now. Shane's behind me, and the 118i. If Grace turns the camera.
I've just noticed something really cool about your camera.
What?
Whoever had it in the past put a screen protector on it.
Yeah.
It has a screen protector.
Huh? But if you look behind me,
I just did.
there is a BMW 118i following us. Should we just say goodbye to that?
Don't be silly, Rob, because it's wet.
That's why I'm not going too fast. Still within the speed limit. I haven't exceeded it. But we are heading to go swimming, so we'll catch back up with you when we get to the beach. So you join us on a new day. We're heading to Dumbarton, obviously in the LEXUS. We're going with Grace's mum, who's in the BMW X1. We are going to take Willie swimming. We did go swimming last night. We were swimming in the loch, but we were with my brother and his partner, so we didn't want to do any filming. It was good, it was cold, even with a wetsuit it was still freezing. But we are heading towards Dumbarton just now. We're just about to come into Gillickhead. This car goes in on Monday to have the exhaust looked at and hopefully repaired. Be interesting to see who pays for that because I didn't break it and I've owned the car. Come Monday I've owned the car 3 weeks. So be interesting to see who covers that. But bar that, we're just heading to Dumbarton now. I apologise about the lighting. Slightly better.
Default, that light doesn't work.
That's fantastic. That one kind of works. But it works when the doors... Yeah, that was just a test. We're in a safe place to try that. But we are in the SC430. Little acceleration. You know, it does sound cool. It's funny when it revs like that, but it's also not a Honda Civic. It's a luxurious LEXUS SC430. It's a classic. It's rare. It's not meant to sound like a Honda Civic. I mean, would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Most young people that have Honda Civics or anything like that sound like this. There's actually a guy in town, I'm sure it's a Honda, he's got a silver Honda, and I think it's probably a Civic, but an older Civic, and his sounds like this, really big exhaust, grumbles like this, and it actually sounds quite cool in a Honda, But on this thing, no. Like, it's not fun. Because I obviously want to be able to drive this car and do what I want with this car in road trips and different things like that. And it's hard to do things early in the morning with this car because it is so loud. Oh, that's actually falling down. Apologies, I'll see if I can get Grace to tighten that for us.
I can't get it any tighter.
I'll have a look to see if I can tighten that shortly. I apologise about it getting dark. But yeah, we're just heading towards Dumbarton. Lindsay did leave about 2 minutes before us, so I am slightly wondering where she is. But it is a lovely drive. Heading from where we live to Dumbarton is a lovely drive just to enjoy, and it would be nice if my car wasn't so loud. But at the end of the day, I bought this car expecting issues. Did I expect such a severe issue? No, I didn't. From what I was told, the car was really sound and in really good condition, and I've got all the service history, a massive folder of service history. But I knew it would have problems. Like now, this car has 195,995 miles. It's a Toyota V8, so the engine's sound. I knew it was going to have issues. We expected that. We both expected that. We didn't go to buy this going, oh, it's a £1 million car, but I treat it like it's a £1 million car because this is my dream car. I love this car. It does need a bit of a clean though. The dashboard is slightly irritating me. It's very dirty. But it also is getting daily driven at the moment. Since I bought it, I can tell you, I've done 2,077 miles, 0.3. 2,077.3 miles. So it's done 2,000 miles in less than 3 weeks. So I expected there to be issues. I didn't think the exhaust was an issue I had to contend with or consider being a problem. Clearly I was wrong. But this is why it's now in debate of who pays for it, because obviously it's well, it's got to be a manufacturer error or the fact that it's old, but since I've owned it, I've not done anything with the car that would have broke the exhaust, and it's snapped like clean from the cats. It's just dropped. So I think, I'm not going to say where I bought the car from. If you've seen the number plate, you may be able to work it out. It says something below it. But I think at the end of the day, this is probably going to have to get covered by the sales team who sold me the car. As I traded the Igo, and I'll be honest with you all, this was significantly cheaper than the Igo, and I left with the Igo and money. But I did get told that there was no mechanical faults, and what, 3 days after owning it, the exhaust clearly had cracked and was making a noise. We attempted to have it looked at, but it's hard to find places that want to touch this kind of car, and then it completely sheared. And I've been working for the last couple of weeks trying to get in touch with them. But I spoke to someone in repairs yesterday, and I just said to them on the phone, look, who is this covered by? I don't mind paying for it if it is legit my fault, but who is this covered by? So on Monday they'll take the car in to have it inspected. If it is what they would call manufacturing error, or an error before they sold the car, then it would be covered by
Sales.
It'd be covered by sales, hopefully. Now, I have no problems with the sales team. I mean, my God, they were lovely, really genuinely lovely. I'm not going to tell you where the car is from, but I'll tell you that the man's name's Stuart, and Stuart was amazing. I really couldn't thank him enough for what he did to help me get this car. But I also don't want to pay out of pocket for something that, you know, could have been my fault, but quite obviously wasn't my fault. So hopefully they'll own up to it, they'll go, right, we'll fix it. Now, I don't have any problems with how they fix it. Number one, I'm happy for it to be welded. Number two, I'm happy for it to be completely replaced. Number three, I'm happy for them to tell me a solution. And if it takes a little bit longer to get that solution, then that's fine. I don't have any problems with that. I do have problems with if it is their fault and they don't own up to it. That's when I'll have an issue, because we have looked at other cars that they have for sale. This is slightly annoying me. We have looked at other cars that they have that are for sale that we would be interested in purchasing. And you know, I'll give you a rough estimate. You know, we were looking at a car that was £25,000. Well, we are potentially interested in purchasing that car. So they're going to make a lot of money off of that if we buy that for £25,000. And it's highly likely the person that would be buying it is Grace. So Grace would want to do a finance. So you could be looking at £30,000 after the interest rates. And as far as I'm aware, they'll finance for themselves. So you could be looking at a £30,000 sale. And they do know that, because I told them that we were interested in other cars that they have. So I don't for a minute think that they're going to do me bad here. I think it's highly likely they're going to own up to, right, okay, this probably was like this. A fucking SC430. Just as I'm saying they're rare, and there's one right there. I think they're probably going to own up to that this was manufacturing error, and they probably should have spotted it before they sold me the car. But it is what it is. But if you would have seen there, I don't know if you saw it in the window, that was an LEXUS SC430 in the horrible silver colour. Hideous in silver. I mean, it looks boring. Or mine's blue with the nicer interior. But that was cool. That's another one I've seen.
The silver ones aren't as red.
Pardon?
The silver ones aren't as red.
No, they're not as rare. Silver is actually really easy to get hold of. The rare ones are the blacky green ones, the blue ones,
and the red.
And the red ones.
I've ever seen one red.
I've seen one red above my mum's church, and then I saw a red one for sale, but that was in bad nick. I mean, they were wanting £2.5 grand or something for that. It was quite shoddy. Where this is pristine. There's nothing up with this bar the exhaust. Wondering if that is, he's coming, I think it does. I don't know, that's really weird to see another SC. It's not, they're not common. They're very, very rare.
That might be the one from Delicate though.
I know there is one that lives there, so I really like it. I'm not mad about it. It's cool to have. What is that? That's a hair. It's cool to have matching cars with someone, but it's nice to know that I've got the rarer one. This sounds like a bloody tractor. It'd be cool to go to like an LEXUS SC430 meet, because I saw there was one in England and there was loads of SC430s there. So it'd be really cool to take this thing to a meet, because this is in really good condition. I do know it's got some stone chips on the bonnet. I am actually considering respraying the whole car, but the original colour. We'll just take the paint code and just get it completely redone. I am considering that. Have I decided to do that? No. I'm thinking about it. Because as well, I could just spray the bonnet, but something that me and Grace have been discussing is sometimes it's really difficult to match a colour. So then painting it becomes obvious.
Whereas if you do the whole thing, yeah, it might be ever so slightly different, but you won't clock it. Because another panel of the car's not a different colour.
Yeah, like the whole thing's been done, so you would never notice it's been resprayed.
Like it might be a bit darker or a bit lighter, but it'll be pretty
Well, it'll be lighter, it'll naturally be lighter, because this paint would have worn over time.
Sun damage.
Yeah, so it'll naturally lighten, and it'd be really pretty, but see when the sun hits this car, I mean it is the perfect colour. My dad saw it, as you will know, my dad had a blacky green one, which was the best colour at the time. But my dad saw my car, and my dad said the blue is
Why is
perfect.
it flashing the number?
What's flashing the number? Oh, it's letting you know that you've gone over a certain amount of time.
It's going to split it into two.
Yeah, it's going to split it into two. So what we'll do is we'll stop filming here, and we'll catch back up with you when we're out later on. So we'll catch back up with you very, very shortly, because we've just been to the bank to deposit some cash from the takeaways. We're heading in to go swimming. Lindsay's over there somewhere. Grace is grabbing Willie. So we'll catch back up with you when we're out of the swimming. So we've been swimming, if that isn't quite obvious. It was fun. We went with Grace, Hallie, me and Grace's mum, fantastic. We're driving back to our house in the LEXUS. Slightly worried about Monday on what's going to happen here, because obviously I daily drive this car, so it's a problem with it being down. But hopefully everything will go to plan, because we are obviously, well, you won't know this, but we're going away for Hallie's birthday to a zoo, so I need the car back well before August, so I don't want any faffing about, so I'm slightly worried about it. Or well before the middle of August. And obviously I use this to do the takeaways, so I'm slightly struggling there. I might be able to take the BMW tomorrow to do takeaways. I've had to cancel tonight because I can't do anything else. But hopefully can go tomorrow, get one shift done. I can't do Sunday sadly, and then the car will go in on Monday. Hopefully everything will be pretty straightforward, there won't be any faffing about. That'd be nice. Hopefully they admit reliability and it gets fixed quickly. But yeah, bar that, everything seems to be fine. No?
Yeah.
Everything seems to be spot on. So yeah, nothing really else to film at the moment. We're just heading home. You've just got to join us in the car. Guess we can do one little acceleration for the camera. Not even remotely full throttle. It's this car is really quick. Really quick. But yeah, we'll catch back up with you just before we get home, and then that'll probably be the end of this video. So we shall see you in like. So
Towards me.
one of my favourite things about owning a car
I'm getting
like
changed.
this. Grace is getting changed. Oh, you heard nothing. One of the things I like about this car, I don't know if you can see behind me at the back window. One of my favourite features of owning a car like this. My roof can go
That's
away.
not fucking happening.
My roof can go away and warm. And it is 23 degrees outside, so the roof can definitely go. And then the windows will slightly go up. Fabulous. I'm gonna give
Mission
this
accomplished.
a quick,
It doesn't look like I've done much, but I actually have.
give this a quick wipe.
Robbie, can you fix the back?
2 seconds, guys.
It's a
Wait.
bit confounded.
Give me 2 seconds. I'm just wiping this. There.
Oh, I found your car sponge in the office.
Oh, that'd be useful. What do I need to do?
Fix the back.
Oh. We will be ready to go in just 1 second. Start
It's
the engine.
easier for me to get changed here because obviously Robbie's brother comes in. As much as I can hide from every other person, his brother parks right behind us. So.
Which, that's not us like being like, why does he park right behind us? Of course he parks right behind us.
And obviously I don't want to flash.
But we are heading to LEXUS with the roof down, of course, because how else would you travel in a convertible car when it's 23 degrees?
Sticking up a little bit.
But the best way to travel with
And
the
my
roof
hair
up,
is now pink again because I went swimming today with my daughter and the chlorine has bleached the red out.
and like I always say to Grace, as a bit of a joke, your daughter.
Oh, our daughter, but do you know when like you just say my daughter? Like ours not a common word that's used, do you know what I mean?
I do, and I know why you say it, because I say it plenty, but I just do that too.
I don't do it to say that that's not his daughter, it is his daughter, but it's just like my daughter is like more of a common word to say when you're speaking to someone.
Yeah.
Like when I'm at where I work, I go, yeah, my daughter's doing fine, because she always asks how my daughter is doing. Do you know what I mean?
But the car is cold, so I can't do an acceleration for you, so I apologise. We're stuck to...
There is a bit of right there is.
Oh yeah, so it is. He's moving. We are stuck to slow speeds due to the car not being warm yet, but once it's warm we can get a wee bit of acceleration because we are heading to the petrol station. I'm in need of fuel. But it's just a lovely night, a lovely evening. 6 o'clock, roof's down, it's warm. The car's great. It's perfect. Perfect night to have a car like this.
Perfect night to go open water swimming.
Yeah.
And the other reason I'm so passionate about it is it's really good for your health, and well, I don't know how to say that, but like, it sounds like a weirdo.
Well,
life is pulling my strings at the moment.
I don't even know what you mean.
Life's hard. It's stressing me out a bit. So
Yeah.
open water swimming gives me a bit of a break. It's not like I'm leaving my daughter without anyone. She's asleep, and my mum and dad listen out for her.
Not on like it, they're at the house.
Yeah.
They're with Hal.
It's good for your bones, and a lot of you won't know, but I have backward bones. My hips are disc-shaped.
They're literally backwards.
They're not backwards, they're just
No.
disc-shaped.
They're literally
So they
backwards.
crack on my muscles and my tendons constantly, which is snapping them, and there's nothing they will do until I'm on.
But we are heading towards Lechloland with the roof down, with all our stuff in the boot. Shows you how much space this car actually has. A couple of things to think on the back seat, I'm not sure.
It's just yours for me, or whatever you put in that bag.
Oh, just my bag lens on the back seat. Everything else in the boot, wetsuits, fins, masks, snorkels, the whole lot is in the boot. It's it actually is a really good daily driving car. It has a lot of space. I don't know if anybody knows the facts about this car, but stock, it has about 300 horsepower. It's a 4.3 litre V8, naturally aspirated. It's a Toyota V8. For those who don't know what this car is, it's an LEXUS SC430 convertible. This is a 2005 model. This car, due to the VIN, was the 25th off of the showroom floor. Sorry, 25th off of the production floor.
For the UK.
For the UK, I checked the VIN. 25th, this was the 25th in 2005.
Don't drink that, Lucas said.
Why?
A little hot.
Yeah, the car's perfect. There's nothing up with the car. It's got all the service history. For those who don't know the car is blue. The number plate on it is SC430 LEX.
You shouldn't say that.
Why?
Because they can track you now.
And what are they going to track?
You can make a big track and address for them.
No, they can't.
Yeah, they can.
No, they can't.
Because I know they track the Kia.
I promise you they can't track the address of this car.
Why?
Because of who I am.
Well, I track the Kia. It's in Edinburgh.
I haven't. This car is deliberately registered in a way that you couldn't find out where this car lives. Couldn't find anything out about it. The only thing you could find out is it has an MOT and it's taxed. And it's insured. You could probably find
I'm
that.
a test that fair.
Go for it. I assure you, you can't find nothing about this car.
Well, I found out the Kia lived in Edinburgh. So.
Yeah, but the Kia's not me. And I pull little strings to make sure cars like this can't be found. Especially when I do YouTube. In the first video I posted of the day I got this car, remember I posted it at 5 o'clock in the morning, or I filmed it at 5 o'clock in the morning? I filmed the plate. SC430 LEX. Promise you can't find it. And if you're wondering what SC430 LEX stands for, SC stands for LEXUS SC430, it's an SC. 05 stands for the year this car was made, 2005. And if you can't get what LEX stands for, please leave my channel.
I can just imagine that one guy texting going, what's it stand for? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Just as a joke.
Oh, you better not. You better not. And we know who this is. Yeah? We know who you are.
He's just gonna be like, what are you talking about? I don't know what it means.
Don't you dare text me and go, well, I couldn't work out what your plate stands for. We'll have words about that. Have you found me an exhaust yet? No, John. I've been looking as well, I can't even find it. But it's going back to the garage, so don't worry about it. I'm gonna... No, do worry about it. Try still find me one, because I'll buy one if you get one. I'll keep it as a spare. Or I'll aftermarket that one and then put it on this, and then I'll, switch swap, blah blah blah. Still MOT compliant. But yeah, car's great.
I can't believe it passed its emissions test.
Yeah, this is
looking at that
ULZ
today.
or whatever it is compliant. This can go into
I mean, it
Glasgow.
only passed it by 1 decimal.
Yeah, but still, it can go into Glasgow. Explain how that's physically possible.
Well, I probably can't right now, but...
Yeah, no, maybe not now. Well, they don't know that, do they?
But when it's got it fixed, it can.
Yeah, once it's fixed, it legally can.
I can't believe it passed it. By literally point of a decimal.
I don't think about that. Told you, this car, eco-friendly.
So it's something like, your car's got to be emission to, is it not 3.03?
Oh, who knows?
You know, something like that. I was reading it on the MOT and yours was pretty sure.
She didn't read on the MOT, it had an emissions test.
On the emission test, I'm pretty sure yours was literally, just skimmed past it.
Yeah, but still, that's cool. But what was I going to say? Yeah, it's mental that this can pass something like that, being a 2005 and being a 4.3 litre
V8.
V8. I mean, I've got a friend, I'm not going to disclose who my friend is, but I've got a friend that has a supercar and it's got a V10 engine in it, and oh, brilliant. It's got a V10 engine in it, and that can't even go into Glasgow. You know who I'm talking about.
Purple.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything unusual.
I go by colours, or you know who we're talking about.
Well, purple.
Yeah.
Purple can't go into Glasgow without getting emissions. Neither can his dad. Yeah, he gets
They're
emissions.
quite modern cars though.
Yeah, 2021s, 2022s, they get emissions.
But you see loads of them in Glasgow.
Yeah, I know you do, but it's a V10. It was a
Is it
5.4
aftermarket?
litre. Oh, dirt bikes. No, stop. Stop, but it just gets
Snagged.
stopped for it. And this is only a 4.2, and 4.3, sorry, and it passes. But
No,
there
but
is.
they've got a V10.
Yeah, V10, 5.4s I think. But there is some upgrades that need done to this car, I'm not going to deny it. It needs a new radiator. It does keep the car cool. AC doesn't do shit. But it does need a new radiator. The radiator clearly has had some stone chips. Rims need powder coated or potentially replaced. Yeah, depending on what I want to do. Because sometimes I like the wheels and then sometimes I don't like the wheels. So I get kind of stuck.
But I don't pay much attention to wheels.
Well, wheels are quite a signature look to a car.
I look at a body of a car before I look at tyres of the car. Like, see that A4 we're going to go for up in Glasgow?
Yeah, for a
I re-looked at it on 9 o'clock and went, the wheels are idiots. Because I haven't looked at the wheels.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that.
They were
before we
idiots.
looked at the wheels were awful.
The car was stunning. Big wheels though.
For those who are wondering, Grace's dream car
It's not my dream
is
car,
a
it's just-
Mercedes G-Wagon, but her dream realistic just now car is a 2021 to 2023 Audi A4 Avant.
Or RS4.
Or RS4 Avant. She really, really likes them. The older RS4s are in the budget, and the newer A4 Avants are in the budget, but the newer A4 Avants aren't. They are, what, 100 grand? Yeah, I think
The RS4 Avants, the 2023. I saw one the other day off at 86.
Oh,
86, but it was second hand and got free owners, so it's been for a lot of owners.
so, I mean, our kind of budget for Grace's car, I don't want to
20.
disclose the exact amount, but it's between 20 and 35 kind of place is where we want to be. One of the cars we went and viewed was, I think, out the door 30.
No, it was 25,995, but after a few fees, yeah.
I've just stuck feeling the car, and we're driving out here just now. There's a 110, proper good look back at that. And a Hilux, everybody loves a Hilux. Invincible things. But we are now heading up to my mum and dad's house to meet up with Shane for heading out. Stay, man. Get a wee bit of acceleration. Beautiful and powerful. I love this car. The seen one earlier in this video. Really annoyingly.
But that one never leaves Galpin.
Yeah, it doesn't go very far. This one actually goes far and does miles. But if you can't tell where we are, we're in Helensburgh. Oh, there's that Toyota I was talking about. Listen.
That's not a Toyota.
There's a Toyota.
Ah, it's a Corolla.
Oh, I remember saying it was a Honda Civic. It's not a Honda Civic, it's a Toyota. That's my bad. I actually don't know.
I know who it is. I'm not going to say something, but I know who it is.
I know who it is. It's a nice, well, it's not a nice car, but it's a nice noise. And that's not me being smug because I own this thing. This actually took a lot of time to get a hold of. A lot of time and a lot of money. So if you drive anything, you're lucky. The cost of fuel these days. Like there, we're not going far. I stuck 20 quid in this thing, and it's not even half tank. But it is what it is. I chose this car. Was it? What was it on when we got there? 20 something miles?
Yeah.
Now it's got 107. And on a full tank you only get like 300 miles. With a 75 litre fuel tank. It's about 90 quid to fill this thing from end to end. It's mental. Bit of noise.
I still can't go over that girl on TikTok that was like, see if my car is a 1.2 litre car, why does it cost me so much to put fuel in it? Because your tank is 1.2 litres, your engine size is.
Noise. Now see, when you do that, it sounds fun. But this car is everything I wanted. It's like perfect. It's my dream. It's fabulous. It's an absolute missile of a machine. That's confusing. But we should all be heading at Swimming Canathon. Porsche. We love Porsches. Or I do, don't know.
Like a Porsche.
There is the 118i.
Why'd you go to Grass Village?
Second turn around.
Fair enough.
There's no point going up the drive, is there? There's no point even getting out. I'm just sitting here. But there we are, we're lined up beside or behind my brother's BMW 118i. And we'll catch back up with you when we're on the road to... Will you join us back on the road towards Lomond? Shane's behind us and his 118i. We're heading up there now. I'll give you some noise at some point when there's an open bit of road. But yeah, it's just nice to cruise along. But I will catch up with you when we get to Loch Lomond, and we'll see where we go from there. I probably won't bring the camera down, but I'll see where we are here at Loch Lomond.
Why'd you say this one with me?
I'm just having a joke, it's Loch Lomond. Just wondering who will comment on that. I'm going Loch Lomond.
Loch Lomond?
Loch Lomond. Loch Lomond, we are going to Loch Lomond. We're all going swimming in the loch. How exciting. Yeah, we're at Loch Lomond. Shane was behind me. I haven't been going fast, and Shane is gone. Shane will be here in a week. I mean, he'll be that long. We could go back to Gillickhead. Go back to where we live, get our tent, come back, set the tent up, probably get a campfire going, have some dinner, and by the time he gets here...
It's just so busy today. Pick your roof up because it's busy.
By the time he gets here...
Well, before he gets here, I'm going to change my bottom half.
I'll catch back up with you once we are out of the water or something. I need to put the window. Well, we've been swimming, dropping the roof. Not going to put any sunglasses on this time on the way home. Just going to turn up the heating. and enjoy it because it is quite cold, but sunny enough to have the roof
It's not cold, it's just cold because you've just been in cold water.
Well, yeah, it's 17 degrees outside, so. But turn up the heating. We'll enjoy that while we're driving home. And yeah, we've been swimming. It was cold. I didn't.
It's colder.
It was colder today.
No, not yesterday. The day before when I went and by myself. Oh, it was colder today.
It was colder than yesterday. But we are just driving home. I didn't put my head under. I seem to be finding this problem where it feels like my head's expanding. So I chose not to do that today. And we're just on our way home now. And yeah, it was still really fun. Really fun and really good. But time to go back home, relax, and we'll catch back up with you when we're a little along. Well, I appreciate you all for watching. I'm going to call the video there. I don't want to do any more filming. Willie's in her bed. That's all you're getting to see. Don't want to film any more of my daughter going to bed. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, follow for more, and hope everybody's healthy and happy as always, and I'll see you in the next one.